Hot news: top diplomat for European affairs resigns from State Department. The Washington Post. A. Wes Mitchell, 41, cited personal and professional reasons in a January 4 letter of resignation he submitted to Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. His last day as the administration completes its second year in office. I feel that I have completed what I set out to do in taking this position, he wrote, citing the development of a Europe strategy and helping Pompeo transition into the job after Rex Tillerson was fired in March. As such, I believe that the time has come for me to spend more time with my young family, who have endured many days without me over the past several months. In an interview, Mitchell said his resignation is not a protest of the administration's policies or the direction of foreign policy, and he praised Pompeo's leadership and vision. I am fully supportive of him, the job he's doing, the leadership team here, he said. But I feel like in September 2017, Mitchell became one of the first assistant secretaries of state in the Trump administration, confirmed by the Senate, and he will be the first Trump appointee to exit. Mitchell joins a revolving door of senior officials leaving the Trump administration at the beginning of its third year. The departure it also creates another vacancy in the ranks of senior officials at the State Department. Currently, Mitchell came to the State Department from a think tank he co-founded, the Center for European Policy Analysis. He had just published. During his 16 months heading the European Bureau, Mitchell oversaw relations with 50 countries and important blocs such as the European Union. Many struggle with Russia, for example, Britain is riven in Central and Eastern Europe. Mitchell scrapped the Obama-era policy of shunning authoritarian leaders over human rights violations and treated them as potential partners. To the alarm of Mitchell considers the pivot necessary to counter the spread of Russian and Chinese influence through massive energy deals and infrastructure loans. We have to compete for positive influence, he said. What we can't do is. Mitchell, who calls himself a devoted Atlanticist, has been in charge of European relations at a time when top U.S. officials have been openly dismissive and skeptical of the value of international organizations, including the European Union. Trump has. Gordon Sondland. Mitchell sounds some of the same concerns, though he is less confrontational in tone. He said a debt that size, with the strategic commitments the United States has in East Asia and Europe, the defense outlays that the American public is sustaining, for allies who do not spend, who congenitally and systemically refuse to spend more on their own defense, and in many cases, give American businesses an unfair shake in trade. That's not sustainable, he said. But he insists the United States remains committed to its major alliances, especially NATO. I know there is this idea out there to the contrary, he said. Nothing could be further. Mitchell said he is proud of his work putting together a European component in the national and defense security strategies, emphasizing burden sharing, which is how diplomats describe getting allies to increase their defense spending. We're entering an era of big power competition, he said. The West, U.S. Mitchell does not have another job lined up, beyond teaching his son to throw a baseball and taking his daughter to her first ballet lessons. I have two big reasons to do this, he said of his resignation. One is named West.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.